question is going to be from Kristen Peck Dimmitt from TV Sports. Go ahead.
Hey, John, congratulations on the win. You had 13 second half points. Obviously, you scored the first 6 for the team coming out of halftime.
You kind of went out, bro.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
can hear you.
Perfect, my bad. So you obviously had a big second half, scored the team's first 6 points of the second half. What was one of the keys to get yourself going in that second half?
I think it was just getting to my spots, you know what I'm saying? Like really just making sure I don't force anything and just letting the game come to me while also playing for my teammates more than anything. And just when you play for your teammates and get lost in it, like my coach used to say, just getting lost on the defensive end, good things happen to you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Mark Berman, do you have an additional follow-up?
I do. Johnny, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So what, a couple, and thank you for coming back to me. Johnny, what does it mean to get the second win in the NCAA tournament in the history of the TSU program?
Oh, man, that's huge, especially for me coming from Houston and growing up watching Texas Southern games. I remember when they won it that one time, and I just remember the feeling of the city and just being so proud of them. To be able to do that now and let it come back full circle is probably one of the best things for me, especially, man, because I'm Houston to the bone, man. This is just the biggest thing in the world to me.
There was a watch party on the TSU campus. What would you like to say to TSU family?
Thank y'all so much. Y'all rode this ride with us all year, and we just appreciate y'all for being with us every step of the way. We know it's been a crazy season. We just love and appreciate all the support that you all give us, man. It doesn't go unnoticed. We talk about y'all all the time.
Thank you.
No problem.
We have time for one more question. Greg Bailey, do you have a follow-up?
No, we're good, man. Congratulations.
Thank y'all so much, man.
All right, John, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll be joined momentarily by Coach Jones. And again, if you have any questions for Coach Jones, please raise your hand or lower your hand. Again, we're only calling on media members who have their name and their media outlet listed. All right. So we're joined by Coach Johnny Jones. We will congratulations, Coach, on the victory. We will ask for an opening statement for Coach Jones and then go to questions. Again, please for the media, please raise your hand, use the raise hand function to indicate you'd like to ask a question. So Coach, if you can please give us a brief opening statement and then we'll go to questions.
First off, I want to commend Mount St. Mary's on a tremendous and hard-fought battle. And I thought our guys did a tremendous job of battling back there in the second half. I thought they did a great job of really controlling the tempo in the first half of the basketball game and even finishing with a big-time momentum layup there at the buzzer at halftime. But our guys did excellent coming back out, extending the defense, trapping, trying to force them out of their offense, making them take quicker shots and getting them out of the rhythm. And we're fortunate to finish strong down the line. Even after all the free throws we missed, at least we had a chance to close well at the free throw line at the end of the game.
Okay, thank you, Coach. We'll start our questions with Mark Berman from Fox 26. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, Johnny, congratulations.
Thank you, Mark.
So what does it mean to get the second NCAA tournament win in the history of the Texas Southern program?
Well, we're excited. I think there's been great tradition in the program. There are several teams that have been to the NCAA tournament, and we're very fortunate that our guys were able to play well enough in helping with the tradition of this program. So it certainly was met with excitement.
What did you do? What was your message that changed the way the way y'all played? Because you were down 10, you scored 11 consecutive points to start the second half.
I didn't think we did a great job in the first half. I thought we allowed them to really control the tempo, both ends of the floor. We've gotten kind of a rhythm of walking the ball up. When they had the pace, that's what they wanted to do. Walk the ball up. We were walking the ball up. I thought defensively for us, we allowed them to dictate how we were playing. They got us into some rotation and made some early shots. Then on the offensive end of the floor, I thought they did a great job defensively, being in the gaps, not allowing us to get to the rim. And I thought we got a little bit impatient and not making the right passes, the right reads. But the second half, I thought it was the exact opposite. I thought defensively, we're very aggressive, forced them out of their offensive rhythm. We trapped. We didn't allow them to run anything. They were taking late shots into the clock, missing shots, and then we were able to go back on the other end and convert. We're much more aggressive on the offensive end than we were in the first half, going toward the basket, getting downhill, and also knock down a few threes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Greg Bailey with ABC 13.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, Greg.
You and I talked on Sunday about how thrilled you were for your players that they got an opportunity to experience the NCAA tournament. How happy are you for them that they went out and played great basketball and can bring this win home to everybody at TSU?
It's certainly a whole nother level. You know, you fight for the right to have an opportunity to represent your league, and you play all season long to meet that challenge. We get to the conference tournament and we win. We get here, and this is certainly a whole nother level to win the game that you're in. And the good thing is, a lot of times when you win a championship like that in the conference in the manner in which we did for a conference championship, sometimes you come out a little bit flat. You don't play as well, and it costs you. I thought our guys did a tremendous job of really remaining focused after winning the conference championship and getting in here and battling like we did today to really finish this game the way that we needed to.
And if I could follow up real quick, Coach, just what is that moment like in your locker room when you get to share it? What can you tell us about what was going on in there?
Well, you know, it's definitely different from the conference tournament because we actually had to stay out on the floor after the championship. I never visited the locker room. We cut down the nets. We had interviews we had to take care of, and we were on to the bus because we had to catch a flight. Tonight, I went in, met with the coaches for a moment, and as soon as I walked in the locker room, the kids had the water out, and I tell you what, they drenched me. And I'm actually sitting here really soaking wet right now, but it's probably one of the best feelings I've had with cold water on me in a long, long time. And I'm really excited about it. The kids were excited, and but they know we still have work to do in front of us. We've got another big game, a huge game really on Saturday against a great team in Michigan.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Okay, our next question is going to come from Chris Gardner with the Houston Roundball Review. Chris?
Coach, just what are your thoughts on the job John Walker did for you today?
John was incredible. He had 19 and 9. I thought he was exceptional, played well for us, and John's very elusive. He's when he catches that ball inside, he has a knack for scoring in there. He wound up hitting, I think, a big three for us today as well, and which was needed, stretching the defense and getting 9 big rebounds, 4 of those on the offensive glass. I thought he was the big difference. As hard as our guys played today, I thought he was a huge difference in the basketball game because I thought he was a matchup problem for our opponent today.
Thanks very much.
Okay, next we're going to go to Kellen King. Kellen, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. First of all, congratulations on the big win.
Thank you very much, Kellen.
And second of all, getting this win on such a huge stage, what does it mean for the Texas Southern program and also just HBCUs in general to get this win with kids watching all across the country?
Well, I just think it's a huge step for our team and our program, especially with the shutdown last year, not having a chance to play in the event and it been canceled, and coming back and really playing in the first game of the NCAA tournament this year. I thought, one, it was going to put a spotlight on our program, and I thought it was important that our kids perform the right way. One, for our program that we feel like we certainly have some tradition in, and for our conference. You know, I think we've got a really good conference. It's extremely strong. We've got really good teams and coaches in there. So I'm hopeful that we've played well enough that people will look and see the style and the pace in which we play, and that they can appreciate, one, our team, our program, and in the conference, the SWAC conference in which we were representing today.
And just one follow-up question, looking ahead to Saturday against Michigan, they like to slow the pace down a little bit. And you guys obviously like to play a little bit faster, as we saw in the second half. Do you think we could see any of that pressure defense that you used effectively today?
Well, we've got to be who we are. We can't change. We've been playing a certain way and a certain style all year long. We certainly know that Michigan's going to be a bigger, stronger team and probably can handle some of the things that we do, but we're still going to have to make sure that we defensively get ourselves in some type of a rhythm and see what it is that we can hopefully throw them off their rhythm, because they're an excellent basketball team. And you're absolutely right. They're a pace team, and they're going to try and control the pace as well. And it may be a little bit tougher for us to get the game at the pace that we wanted. That's something that we'll work on tonight in terms of our scouting report and preparation and getting ready for a great game on Saturday.
Congrats again, Coach. Thanks for the time.
Thank you very much.
Okay, our next question will be from Kevin Fielder with the fifth quarter. Kevin, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. First of all, congratulations to you and your team on the victory. Obviously, one thing John Walker mentioned was the tough out-of-conference schedule that you guys played. And, you guys this year played games against BYU and Oklahoma State who were in the tournament. How does that help you guys going into a game against a really good Michigan team?
Well, we've always played a very challenging schedule. Generally, we're number one toughest schedule in the country, non-conference schedule, because of the caliber teams that we play. Our guys look forward to those challenges. That's one of the reasons they sign on the dotted line to come and be a part of the Texas Southern Tigers. And when that happens, we've got to make sure that we put them in a position to compete at the highest level. This game coming up with Michigan on Saturday obviously wasn't on our schedule, but we're glad that we put ourselves in a situation and got an opportunity in the NCAA tournament to play one of the top teams in the country. So it's not anything that our guys are not used to. It's a challenge that they certainly accept. And we know that they're going to be a very tough basketball team, but that's what happens. And when you're in the field of 68 and playing the NCAA tournament, everybody that you play, you're going to have an edge about them, and they're going to be a very good basketball team.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Our next question will come from Andre Monroe from Insider Institute. Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, what do you think contributed to the spark your team had coming out of the first half?
I thought our pressure, we extended our defense. We actually went more of a full court type defense in a trapping style, creating some trap opportunities and trying to make them throw out of it. We wanted to try and really speed up the tempo against them. And when they were throwing it out, they were either going to take quick shots. If we got steals, we were going to have some easy scoring opportunities on the end of the floor because of our rotations. And we were fortunate they wind up missing some shots there, open shots when we were trapping that led us to having more possessions. It became more of a possession game for us. We had more possessions there, and we really needed that. But that was a big change in terms of the tempo was in our favor in the second half.
Okay, our next question is going to come from John Blau with the Bloomington Herald-Times. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, so you guys have probably played in, venues without fans for a long time. But, coming to Assembly Hall, it's this big giant venue, which usually holds about 17,000 fans. And you're in this kind of almost empty arena playing an NCAA tournament game. I mean, how odd was it? Or do you kind of just almost forget that part once you're actually getting down to business because it is the NCAA tournament?
Well, that's what this year has been about. And it's something we had to get used to at the beginning, but we try to use our bench as a juice bar. Our guys that's sitting there on the bench all year long, they've done a tremendous job of giving our team juice from the sideline and making sure that they're cheered and staying active and staying into the basketball game. So this is kind of a natural environment in the setting for us now. And unfortunately, a lot of fans can't be at the game, but this is something that we've come accustomed to because of the parameters set around us because of COVID.